welcome to the Arising channel. This is Oswaj Favor. So if you're watching this video and you've not subscribed to this channel, so just take your time to click on the subscribe down below to be a part of this. So like I said last video, we started talking about addiction among teenagers. We looked at the introduction, which is the definition of addiction, the real meaning, the in-depth meaning of addiction. We talked about the brief history where this actually started from, and we talked about it starting from China, Armenia, Sumer, ancient Greece and Rome. We also moved to the statistics of addiction, that is looking at the number of people that are addicted, the number of people that are affected by drug use. So today we'll be looking at the causes of addiction among teenagers. Stay tuned, I'll be right back. Don't make sure you watch this video to the end. Don't go to any other place. I'll be right back. Thank you. Welcome back, and like we said in the introduction, we'll be looking at causes of addiction among teenagers. So there are numerous causes of addiction, but we'll be looking at a few today. I'll just be giving us 5 which are really important causes of addiction among teenagers. The first one I'll be talking about is parental use. Children are, John Locke said a word, he said something, and I really like that. He said children's mind, a child's mind when battered into the earth is like a blank slate. It is left to what the child see around. It's what the child see around that is written on it. So that is how children are. Whatever they see people do is what they tend to do. So when a parent is like a drug addict, a drug user, the tendency that such a child will also emulate that and be a drug user is very high. So the number one most important cause of addiction is parental use. And most parents, they even introduce their children to it. It's really ridiculous, because when you see some parents, they send their children to get these drugs for them. They are exposed to it by getting it for their parents to use. So even some of them, it's that their parents are selling these drugs, selling alcohol. So with time, they want to know what is in it. They want to know why mommy is doing the way she's doing. They want to know why daddy is always reacting and falling up and down the way he's doing. So they are like curious beings. That's how children are. They are curious to know what is making this thing like this. So when a parent is addicted, when the parent is a drug user, the tendency that a child will be like that. Children are like the model. They watch the models around them, which is why they tell parents to model positive behaviors around their children, because it's what they see their parents do. And don't mind you, they look at every other person, but the parents are always the first contact they have. So when they study their parent and they see that, okay, this is what daddy is always doing, this is what mommy is always doing, so now spoil everything. They're always sending him or her to get me cigarette, get me this, go to Yakini, buy this, buy that. The tendency that a child will be exposed to it is very high. And the second point I'll be looking at is peer pressure. Peer pressure. Some people, it's not from home now. The issue of home is there, because when parents are also nonchalant and they don't really pay attention to their children, they don't really pay attention to what their children are going through, are facing, are doing. The tendency that a child will be carried away by peer pressure. You want to do what you see your mates do. You want to be high the way you see your mates. You know, now they are high, they are doing all that. They are making you feel like you are not doing it. You're not really getting what is going on. You're not really enjoying what they are enjoying. And so you want to know what they are doing. You want to do what they are doing. You want to feel the way they feel, because you want to feel more. Peer pressure, it has destroyed a lot of life, and it is still destroying a lot of life in different areas. Peer pressure needs to be taken care of. You need to sit your words down and make them understand that they cannot be like everybody. They cannot be anybody else. They have to be themselves. They have to let go of what their friends are doing, because they are not them. So peer pressure is also an important factor when it comes to the usage, the addiction of drug, the abuse of drug. Peer pressure is really high in school, even right from secondary school now. There are students that are involved in drug abuse, even in school. So not to talk of university, when you cannot really curb that child, when you cannot really expose the child and make the child understand, see himself and herself as what he really stands for. Their friends tend to teach them outside. What you don't teach your child, such a child will learn it outside, but in a wrong way. So there is a place for you teaching. It all comes down to the parents. It all comes down to you. So you have to sit down, make your child understand certain things, make your child understand certain rules of life. You don't have to want to be like your friend. You don't have to want to do the things you see your friends, your mates, your peers doing. You have to be you. You have to know how to say no to this. No is no. When I was growing up, a lot of my friends, now, they like doing, even till now. But once they see me, they know that no, I'm not a part of them. So they don't invite me to such a gathering, or where they know that I will always be the one that will always spoil the mood or not flow with it. And that's because they realize who I stand for. I watch my friends. I know the kind of friends I keep. I know the kind of people I keep around me, because I don't want them going to affect me negatively. So watch out for peer pressure. The third part I'll be looking at is early use. The tendency that a child that uses drug at a very tender age will be addicted to drug is really, it takes the grace of God not to be addicted. So early use. This starts from school. This goes back to the teachers. Are we really looking at the children, what they are doing, even the parents, even when they are away from school, even when they are at home? What are they doing? That friend's house that your child is always going to, what exactly is it doing there? The early use of drug and the early consumption of alcohol has the tendency that a child will be addicted. I know some people that it's not even, they are not hiding it. Like when they are taking alcohol, they pour small for the child in a small cup. You want you to taste and know how this thing feels. Take out of it. And by giving the child little by little, a day is coming, such a child will take out money to go and buy for himself. That's how it is. So any usage of this causes serious, can expose a child to addiction. The third part is unstable home. When parents don't really care about their children, you don't want to be involved in the business of your children, you are nonchalant about the things they do, you don't really care, your I don't care attitude is not, at the later age, then you sit down with regret and then you're wondering what happened along the way. It's because you've not given the child the attention such a child needs. At times, it's where he's getting the attention from. That's where he focuses on. When you see friends that tend to be like, okay, they care about him, they really want to know his business, they really want to know, they want to feel, they want to help him feel better about himself, then he sees them as people that cares for him. When the parents are not really giving him the attention that he needs, because it's fight today, it's either mommy and daddy, they are fighting today, tomorrow they are breaking bottle, tomorrow daddy is beating mommy. It's always unstable home exposes children a lot, not just to addiction, to a lot of things. It exposes children a lot more than we parents can imagine, a lot more than you parents can ever think of. So don't ever think that your unstable marriage is only affecting you and your spouse. It's affecting your children in ways that you can never imagine. So pay more attention to your words. If you know that you're not ready for childbearing, you're not ready for parenting, it's better to just stay out of it. Pay attention to your children. Unstable home breaks a lot of kids. Like, not just in addiction now. It breaks the trust of some children, even when it comes to marriage. They're like, if this is what marriage is like, this thing that my parents are doing, I'm not interested. And then they are exposed to outsiders. Like I said, if you're not ready to teach your word, it will be taught outside, but in the wrong way. So that's how it is. And the last one is community support and influence. Hey, this is where you come to my environment. The community support drug use. It is the elderly that sells it to the younger ones. This is when you see a mother, like, and I'm always wondering, how will a mother be selling this to children that that, okay, these are kids that they should not be taking this in the first place, and they are the ones even selling it. The community has a lot to do. It's I always say it's the environment in which a child is battered into, brought up and trained has a lot to do when it comes to that child's life. It has matters a lot. What the child see, you have to come to where I stay. Like, you'll be passing safe, they will even be smoking the thing to you. Everybody has gotten used to it. It has become the norms of the society to say to use drugs, and not even in the private, now in the open, on the street. And they don't care. If you like, drop their head, they are doing it where they are doing it, whether they are blocking the road or not, whether they are obstructing you from doing the things you want to do or not. It is none of their business, and that's because the community has given them the support. These are the people that are selling it. These are parents. These are people that are supposed to be correcting these kids on it. They are the ones selling it. So they are the ones supplying it to the children. Or where exactly are these drugs coming from? It is somebody that is supplying it. So in every area, in every environment, you see them having this is surplus. It is somebody that is supplying it. And when you look at it, it's always an elderly person. And I'm always, why does it? Not even the youth now. Like, you see women, mothers, and it does not make sense. It does not really make sense. The community have to sit down and really correct things like this. Like, how will the community, and what's the mention that area? What they are known for is drug use, drug abuse, criminal activities, and the leaders in that environment, they don't really care about that. They're not really concerned about that. Like, how? So please, let's really look at this. Let's really work on the points I've mentioned: parental use, peer pressure, early use, I mentioned unstable home, and then community support and influences. Let's really look at them. These are not all the causes, but when you sit down and really look, they are the major causes of addiction. Whether we like it or not, they are the major causes of drug abuse in our society and nation today. So now we'll be looking at the symptoms of addiction. I'll be mentioning a few, and I know that we know so many of them, but I'll just be mentioning a few and the most common ones. So the number one is a sense of feeling high. Then we have the red eye. You see their eyes are always red. You have yellow fingertips. You have dry mouth. They have decreased mental sharpness, decreased coordination, like they'll be doing anyhow. So those are like the few ones I'll be mentioning today. So let's look out for my next video. We are still on this topic of addiction, but we are bringing in a few teenagers to come and talk about what they really know about addiction, to come and talk about how they see it, like we looking at it from their own point of view. So I want you to watch out for the next video. Be ready, anticipate, prepare, share this video so that other people can also benefit from it. And thank you for always being here. Thank you for watching this current video. If you've not subscribed, just subscribe now and share, like, comment. And I'm ready to receive as many contributions as possible. Let me know what you think. Let me know how, even if you're addicted, let me know how we can help you. Express yourself, reach out to me in ways that you can, and there will be people that will also assist me in helping you be a better person of yourself, be a better version of yourself rather. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your data. We'll see you in the next video. Thank you.